What would an epic Viking adventure be without a little questing? And besides the usual fetch this and find that, the team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla has plenty of new surprises in store for players. Hello friends, it's Kodiak here and welcome to Legacy Gaming. This is the Road to Launch, Part 4 for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Before we dive in, be sure to check out our other videos in our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Road to Launch series. We've covered a lot so far, like the world, characters and stories, and combat, so be sure to take a step back and check out those videos as well. Now, there is no doubt that Assassin's Creed has pushed further and further into RPG territory with each new game. Origins was really the tipping point. With the launch of that game and doing away with the yearly model, the team completely revamped the way players experience an Assassin's Creed title. What they achieved was a more true-to-life RPG experience, similar to that of something like The Witcher 3. Valhalla looks to double down on these concepts once again, but at the center of it all is questing. The Vikings' legendary invasion of England was filled with colorful characters, and Ubisoft capitalizes on that facet of history. Major questlines, or territory arcs as they're referred to by the Ubisoft team, guide Eivor through various regions of England. Each territory has a feud or conflict that needs to be addressed, and along the way you'll meet and interact with a variety of other major characters. Each territory arc focuses on a central objective, but the long and winding path to complete that objective is often filled with complexities. In one of our first major story arcs, we have to deal with Rued, a Viking warlord that is at odds with Oswald of East Anglia, a would-be lord more aligned with our goals. As you'd imagine, combat and conversations are how we push the story forward, and the Ubisoft team has said that actions, more than ever, will have consequences in Valhalla. While the Assassin's Creed franchise has never fully explored a morality component in their games, it's something the team has brought up on multiple occasions, leading me to believe that it'll be more important than ever in this game. When it comes to Assassin's Creed, you better believe side quests are part of the equation, and once again, they're making a return in Valhalla in a big way. But unlike previous games, things are shaping up to be a bit different this time around. Because of the regionalization of England and the success of exploration mode in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the team is taking another step forward with how they approach optional content in the game. Each region contains 3 categories of optional content: wealth, mysteries, and secrets, and thanks to the in-game map, players will be able to track their progress of each at a glance. Here's where things start to deviate from previous Assassin's Creed games. In the last video, we talked about Sinan, our Raven companion. Although we're no longer able to mark every enemy at an outpost or camp, Sinan provides us with another crucial function, helping us find optional objectives in the world. Once you've synchronized in a region or spoken to the right NPC, events will populate on your world map. Blue represents unresolved mysteries, and gold represents wealth opportunities. Gone are the days of oversaturated quest logs, and this time around, Ubisoft is hoping that a more natural side quest system will lead to a more organic gameplay experience. Now, to clarify, mysteries are similar to side quests. You'll have to resolve some sort of conflict, complete a task, or even react to a situation occurring out of nowhere. These more spontaneous mysteries are called world events, and they can happen at any time during your exploration. It's clear the developers are really trying to push away from our preconceived expectations of side quests, which should make for some interesting moments in the game. Wealth opportunities present themselves in multiple ways as well. Raiding small villages along the riverbank is a common way to find wealth, but there are also more puzzle-centric tasks that will have you using your Viking wit instead of your axe. Wealth presents itself in a variety of forms, including new gear or material that players can use to expand and upgrade their settlements. I think it's important we dedicate enough time to talk about secrets in Valhalla. Like mysteries, these range in scope and complexity, but will almost always put your skills to the utmost test. The first involves pagan ruins, which can be found throughout England. Sites like Stonehenge and other historical areas will present players with a visual puzzle where they'll have to use their camera to align a symbol spread across multiple planes of view. Another secret, Paper Chases, makes a return after a multi-game hiatus and tests players' skills at parkour. Catching these pieces of paper will unlock new cosmetic customizations back at your settlement, including tattoos and hairstyles. Curse symbols are another collectible that will test players' ability to locate and track an item based on sensory clues. When approaching a cursed symbol, visual and auditory indicators will occur, and as the player gets closer to this object, those indicators will intensify until eventually they find the cursed symbol. These are just a few of the reoccurring secrets that the Ubisoft team has presented leading up to launch, but we're confident more are still to be discovered. If you're not absolutely wiped out from all the content in the game by this point, strap in because there is still even more optional content that players can tap into, and most take place at your settlement. If you haven't had the chance to check out our settlement preview video, definitely check it out as the Ubisoft team recently revealed a ton of information leading up to launch. Now back at your settlement, there are a handful of interesting minigames Eivor can participate in, like Orlog, a dice game that looks rather complex on the surface, but will no doubt be an easy way to make money from other settlers. Another involves outdrinking an opponent without falling over, and since one drinking game isn't enough in a Viking experience, another involves getting wasted and trying to use your bow to break down targets. Brilliant. There are also some more relaxing moments like interacting with the various pets around your settlement, and yes, you can pet the dog. While not exclusive to your settlement, 2 other optional activities can keep you occupied. One involves creating cairns, small stone towers out in the world, and by the looks of it, these will reward Eivor with skill points. Finally, a game called Flighting, a Nordic version of rap battling, is about choosing the right matching phrase as 2 opponents trade insults for coin. Nonetheless, there is plenty to do off the beaten path in the game, and while it's not all incredibly deep, it's hard to argue there isn't a lot of it. We hope you enjoyed our 4th Road to Launch video for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In our next episode, we'll be covering progression and customization, a major component of the game. Legacy Gaming plans on covering Assassin's Creed Valhalla top to bottom, so if you like our videos and want more great content in your feed, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, consider joining us on Discord. We have over 6,000 members spread across dozens of great games, so click that link below and join today. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.